People would be outraged if we dumped large amounts of human waste into Wisconsin lakes. We need to get to the same point with livestock, where we realize it's not a great idea.
We can't deny that our water quality is going down. It's a scientific fact.
Farmers are now committing to be a part of it. They've even indicated that they recognize that they're part of the problems, and that is a huge step.
We have to start looking at other tools that revolve around permanent ground cover and soil loss.
We can't be status quo and say what we did before is good enough. We have to continue to get better. Where it used to be commodity-based, now all of a sudden we're talking about maybe these priorities need to be environmentally based.
That sense is now shared by those in our DNR and DATCAP and also the EPA.
We all have a part in this. It's just that agriculture offers this golden opportunity, but we need some really talented conservation staff, good agronomy staff that can build a relationship with a farmer, which could be beneficial to them and us and the water.
It isn't that we have a manure problem. I believe that it's more we have a water problem. We need to take the water out of the manure and make 2 more concentrated manure products that we can apply when the crop is growing. To get this liquid out, we're going to need some form of ultrafiltration. We're going to need some sort of reverse osmosis.
Some people do think science is a simple solution, and a lot of people are working on better technology for controlling phosphorus, but we're not there yet, and the technology we have now is pretty expensive. It's like providing sewage treatment for cows.
We don't need to be using water to flush down barns. Nowhere in nature do any animals all stop and defecate in one big hole in the ground, other than man. And unfortunately, now we've made it so the cows do. These new technologies, all they're doing is dealing with the symptom of a broken system. We need to go back to ground zero and start to look at how is it done in nature and how can we replicate that.
There are technologies that have been proposed to concentrate nutrients in the manure in order that it can be moved off the farm. From an ecological standpoint, that disrupts that whole nutrient balance. Now we've broken the cycle of the dairy ecosystem.
As a society and as industry, we value a crop by how many bushels and what the value of that bushels are. Pounds of milk and what the value is. We never subtract the environmental impact. So if we had an actual dollar figure that was associated with every pound of phosphorus, and we really subtracted that off, now we're truly going to figure out the economic impact of our different agricultural systems. And once we figure out the true economic impact, our more sustainable agricultural management systems will rise to the top, and it'll give the consumer, it'll give the agency people, and our whole population in general what it wants.
Get everybody together and say we're going to pay for a balanced phosphorus budget. We're going to figure out how to get our phosphorus budget in balance so we're not overloading the soils and therefore overloading the water. Then we're going to do whatever it takes. We're going to treat manure, develop crops that are really good at drawing the phosphorus out of soils, and work with farmers to make these technologies available across the landscape that don't pollute the environment that they use.
The consumer is educated. We maybe need to listen to them and give them what they want, not tell them what they want. Not only from a product standpoint, but actually from a production standpoint.